Welcome to the political showdown of the century. Kamala Harris versus Donald Trump. Two political giants with different visions for America, and today we're diving headfirst into the wildest, weirdest, and most serious parts of this electoral saga. Grab your popcorn, because we're about to unpack the good, the bad, and the just plain confusing about both candidates. Harris's strengths and weaknesses, 4 minutes. Let's start with Kamala Harris, the current vice president. Now, love her or hate her, you can't deny she's made history as the first woman and the first person of color to hold the office of vice president. That's groundbreaking. Harris has been a strong advocate for healthcare reform, women's rights, and social justice. She's passionate, she's articulate, and she knows how to connect with communities that often feel left behind. Plus, she's a former prosecutor, so you know she's sharp in a debate. She doesn't hold back. But wait, there's always a but, right? Critics argue that Harris can sometimes seem disconnected from Middle America. Her strong stances on progressive issues have alienated more conservative voters, and some say she hasn't done enough to address key economic concerns. And let's be real, her approval ratings haven't exactly been sky-high during her vice presidency. So, is she the unifying leader America needs right now? That's up for debate. Trump's strengths and weaknesses, 4 minutes. And then we have the one and only Donald Trump. The man, the myth, well, you know how this goes. Trump is nothing if not a political disruptor. His America First agenda still resonates with millions of Americans who feel left out by the political elite. He's strong on issues like immigration, military spending, and let's not forget, the economy pre-COVID. Love him or hate him, Trump has mastered the art of getting his base riled up and ready to vote. But hold on, the man comes with more baggage than an overpacked vacation suitcase. Trump's leadership style has been called divisive, and his handling of major crises like the COVID-19 pandemic is still a point of contention for many. Not to mention, legal battles are constantly swirling around him. And let's not forget about his unique approach to diplomacy. Can America afford another 4 years of unpredictability? Comparing their visions for America, 5 minutes. Now, let's compare these two titans side by side. On healthcare, Harris is pushing for expanded access, while Trump is all about reducing government intervention in your doctor's office. It's a classic left versus right standoff. Harris wants to build on Obamacare, while Trump wants to rip it apart and start from scratch. Who's right? Well, that depends on what kind of health system you think America needs. When it comes to the economy, Trump is all about cutting taxes, especially for businesses, which he claims spurs job growth. Harris, on the other hand, is focused on raising taxes on the wealthy to pay for social programs. Do you want a booming stock market or more investment in social safety nets? That's the choice you're making here. And immigration, wow, talk about a divide. Trump wants to double down on border security and has never been shy about his views on illegal immigration. Harris takes a more compassionate approach, advocating for comprehensive immigration reform and a pathway to citizenship for undocumented immigrants. These are two radically different visions of what America should look like in the future. The big question, who's right for America? 3 minutes. So, where does that leave us? Both candidates have their strengths and their flaws. Harris represents a continuation of progressive policies and a vision of inclusivity and equity. Trump, on the other hand, is about shaking up the system and pushing for a more traditional, America First ideology. Do we want stability and slow progress, or do we want a shakeup of the status quo? Are we ready for 4 more years of Trump's wild ride, or is it time to pass the baton to Harris and continue a different kind of transformation? Conclusion, call to action, 1 minute. The stakes couldn't be higher, folks. Whoever wins this election will shape the future of America for generations to come. So, whether you're Team Harris, Team Trump, or somewhere in between, one thing is for sure, your vote matters. Make your voice heard this November, because history is being written, and you're holding the pen.